Hi, Robert Kiyosaki, founder with my wife Kim of the Rich Dad Company. And I'd like to introduce Anik Singhal. You know, he's the young entrepreneur, and I'm the old entrepreneur. And let me tell you something, as an old guy, you're the luckiest guys on earth. You know, as an old guy, when I started out, it cost hundreds of thousands to start. There was a lot of rejection. I had to go face to face with people I didn't like. I got rejection after rejection, turned down. I had to go raise capital. The problem was I didn't have knowledge. I didn't have information. So what you're going to learn from free is about a program that'll give you the knowledge that you need to be a successful entrepreneur. Listen up, sports fans. I know a lot of people are saying the economy is tough. It's only tough because you went to school to learn to get a job. What you'll learn from this program here with Anik Singhal and the Rich Dad Company is how you become an entrepreneur. That's more important to me. And the best news, again, it's easier than ever before with lower risk, less money, and you don't have to talk to idiots all the time. It's really a great program. And as you know today, it's not so much about the money, it's the knowledge and information we need. And we don't get that information in school. But there's something else I'd like to say about Anik. It's something I learned from Donald Trump Jr. And Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump Jr. are good friends of mine. And both young men, given their father is so famous and all that, I was talking to Don and Eric one day, and they said, "I'm sorry, we can't say that. We can't talk to you about that yet." I said, "What?" I said, "I'm sorry." Their father taught them, when you get to be that successful and that famous, you've got to be very careful who comes around you. And so I was talking to Don Jr., and we're in Hawaii together with Eric. And he says, "After I get to know you better, then we can talk." And so for Donald Trump and his two sons plus their daughter, who's incredible, probably the best entrepreneur of all, is Ivanka, you know. The girl's smart, woman is smart. But the key issue in business is trust. And trust is earned. It's not something you give or take and all this. If you don't have that trust, don't do business. So the great news about Anik, and I get this from all of the people that work with Anik and his team from my company, is they trust you. They love working with you. The thing that Christina, my assistant, said, Christina does all the courses we offer and all that. She says, the thing I love about Anik's class, it's no BS.
Yeah.
You know, I just get to the point and I make money. I don't have to go through all the song and dance. So your reputation inside the Rich Dad Company is not only of trust, but of competence. But the third most important thing, we share the same mission. You know, the mission of the Rich Dad Company is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. And given the economic crisis we're in today, we need some information, you know, some knowledge.
Absolutely.
So that's the most important thing about Anik. He's successful. He practices what he preaches. He's honorable. He's trustworthy. And my own company love what he teaches. So it's very happy, excited to announce a joint venture with Anik, and we'll teach together to elevate the financial well-being of the world, this time through the internet.
That's amazing. No, thank you so much. And you know, as I shared with you earlier, and I want to share with everybody who's watching, first book I ever read, and Scout's Honor, I mean, I have chills in my spine right now, was Rich Dad Poor Dad. 15 years ago, sitting in my high school class, and it was because I wasn't happy with what I was being taught. Somewhere inside, deep down, even as a young kid, I knew this isn't it, because I could see around me the wealth. I could see the people who were wealthy, and I could see a difference in the way I was going and where I was going. So I went on this journey to figure it out. And my greatest gift, probably at that time I thought was my biggest hurdle, was that I had no money. You know, I had $100 to my bank account, so I'm not going to go buy a McDonald's franchise or go get into the traditional way of doing business. I didn't have the choice. And so I turned to the internet. I thought, hey, here are all these stories about people making money online. What's this all about? I'm pretty smart. If they can do it, I can do it. Let me figure it out. Well, I think I took it to be a lot easier than I thought it would be. It took me 18 months. But at some point, it became almost, as I say, an obsession. Right? I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I realized that I had a lot of time, support, had great people around me. But not everybody gets that opportunity to be able to invest 18 months relentlessly into one thing. And so when I finally did it, and I saw the other side. I thought, wow, you know, Robert Kiyosaki was right. I'm moving from that employee mindset, and I'm getting into the self-employed. I'm getting into entrepreneurship. I can see the B. I could see it. It's a reach away. And I can start to see my bank account. I can start to see my level of happiness, my fulfillment, what I'm doing. I was traveling the world suddenly, and I was doing big things. And that was when I realized I don't want everyone else to go through those 18 months that I had to go through, or more, honestly. And I thought, hey, being an entrepreneur today is actually easier. I know we talk about how bad it is right now and the economic down times and all. I kind of tend to see it from the other side. I see the glass half full. I think, man, it's easier today to make it than it ever was. And so I'm really excited about this joint venture, because I think that, you know, I know you taught me to become an entrepreneur. And today it's an honor to be able to sit next to you and say, hey, I can teach others the easier way to actually become an entrepreneur and make it happen. So I'm very excited, and I've seen lives change in front of me from our students. You know, I've seen the glow on their face. I've seen what they've been able to achieve. And you're right, it's not about the money. As a matter of fact, I don't know how much money I have. And I don't think I ever want to know. It's about what you can take and do with the money and be fulfilled and happy. And all of this is what I've learned from you. So, you know, I want to take this moment to thank you about that too. Yeah, really, it's amazing.
Well, it's an honor because it's a mission, you know. It's spiritual. And people say, well, why do you keep working if all the money? Well, it's not about money. It's now a mission.
Yeah.
The difference between Anik and I, which I respect about him, number one is integrity of character, practice what he preaches. He's a very generous man. He is huge charities and all this because you have so much money.
Yeah.
So again, once again, mission, more important than money. As I went to military school, it's also in the Marine Corps. Military is very spiritual. Mm-hmm. The first thing I learned at military school in New York was the mission. What is the mission? And I went into the corporate world. The mission was something they had in the box on the shelf along with the corporate documents. You know, they forgot all about it, just about the money. But I'll leave you one bit of information. And the reason we work with Anik, because it is the mission. 1 million people can catch up to me. But anyway, the old guy. But anyway, it is the mission, the more people I serve. But there's one thing I learned in the military. When you have fear, the only thing that overcomes fear is courage. You see, the people have so much fear because they have no courage. And the word courage comes from the French word le coeur, or the heart. So the reason you get rich is you use courage. You find it in your heart to overcome your fear, your frustration, your doubts, you know, the horrible, so why don't I just quit? I have enough money.
Yeah.
Or, and then the other thing is this, what we were taught, the way Marines sat there in Vietnam in combat, you could not fight for yourself. You had to fight for your guy next to you. And when you fight for somebody else, you win. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any difference, because that's when your spirit comes through. So that's why I'm very happy to introduce Anik, looking long venture with you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Year and a half now, right?
Yeah, we've been working together for a year and a half. Many more years to come.
Well, congratulations. You passed the test.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
And when Christina, my assistant, says it's no BS, she's making a lot more money. Still work, you know, we want people to work at Rich Dad for the experience, the education, but more the mission.
Yeah.
So a lot of our people can now leave the company, but they stay here because of the mission. We want that for you too.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Man, wow. Robert, thank you so much. It's always absolutely an honor. I don't know. I'm just always so humbled to be in this place, to be with you, and to be with the entire Rich Dad organization. So how many of you are just pumped and excited and ready to learn? I'm telling you today, we're going to show you, and I'm going to give away a free course, by the way. Everybody that's here right now, you are going to today get an absolutely free course. You're going to walk away with an absolutely free course. So how many of you just feel great? You're super blessed to be a part of this amazing organization with Rich Dad, to be here today, to walk away with a free course that'll teach you how to build an online business. Come on, type in blessed. Just type in blessed into that question box there so I can see it. I want to see them pour in. We have a packed room here, so I want to see these come in by the hundreds. All right, there we go. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. Yes, we are truly living a blessed life. And I know for a fact that I couldn't be more blessed. The fact that I have the opportunity to spend this evening with you, to empower, to excite, to inspire, to show you different ways. Listen, I understand that as part of the Rich Dad community, many of you want to learn how to invest money, whether it be stock trading, real estate investing, or becoming an entrepreneur. Today, I want to ask you to open your mind, because today I want to show you how to take what you already have and turn it into a massive income stream. I've got with me one of my good friends and our lead transformation coaches here at Learn, who's going to be helping us with the presentation as well. And you know what, this man, when I show you what we've done inside our company, when I show you what we've been able to do with the simplest of system that we've turned into millions of dollars, you're going to see very quickly that you can take something very simple that takes only a few hours out of your time, maybe per week or per month, and turn it into an absolutely ridiculous investment vehicle for you. So let me ask you a question right now. Okay, I want you all to type in a yes if you agree with this or if this excites you. How would you love to start investing, being able to implement the training that Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad gives you? All right, how many of you would love to be able to literally invest thousands of dollars a month of someone else's money? Risk-free, money that's not currently yours. And imagine if you could get $2,000 a month that you started putting into investments. What would that look like 10 years from now for you? How long before that simple dollar amount would turn into financial freedom? Type in yes. Come on. I want to see yeses. I want to see them pouring in. Yeah, Janice, I see you. Absolutely. Michael, yes. Robert, yes. All right. Samson, yes. All right. Elizabeth, yes. They're coming in. Wow. Super fast, right? So I want you to think with an open mind today. I want you to think creatively, because today we're going to literally show you the quickest way to close clients that pay you $2,000 a month. Now I hear you. You're already saying, clients? Anik, clients for what? I'm not a consultant. I'm not a coach. Well, you're about to become one. Listen, open your mind, open your hearts. I'm going to share with you how to add up to 5 figures each month into your life. $2,000 a month is just the beginning. Imagine a business where literally your first stepping stone is $2,000 a month. Now take that money and do what you want with it. Invest it, save it. All right, grow your business with it. So I want you to be able to go faster. And I want you to be able to do it using someone else's money. And the craziest thing is, I get paid tens of thousands of dollars. I'm not even joking. I'll get paid $10,000 for like 3 hours of my time. And I always laugh because for me, it's like having a conversation. Imagine having a conversation with a friend of yours. Like you go out to happy hour, right? And you hang out for 2 hours. Imagine doing that very thing, having a conversation with someone and earning thousands of dollars for it. Yes? Come on, type in the number 1 right now if that gets you pumped. Type in the number 1 if you hear that and you think, whoa, that would be freaking cool. Yes, I know. I got ones coming in and I got people saying, what? How? That's exactly what today's webinar is about. Now remember, all of you are going to walk away with today an absolutely free boot camp, over 3 hours of powerful training. I've created an entire free course along with Jeremy Bellotti here, but it's 100% free for everybody, but you got to stay on until the end. You have to be here. So are you committed? Type in yes. Type in actually, you know what? Type in I'm committed right now. Come on. I want your commitment to be here, to be energized, be excited, to take notes throughout this entire presentation. And I will share with you a new and budding business model that will have people falling into your laps who you can literally have a conversation with and get paid thousands of dollars to do that. And then take that and you can use it for whatever you want. There's a reason why Rich Dad has asked us to be on this webinar with you to teach you this. At the end of this, there's absolutely no payments, no credit cards, nothing. All right, we're going to give you an absolutely free course. I want you to take it. I want you to commit to it. I want you to finish it. Yes, wow, I got a lot of people here. I can see them saying I'm committed. Mark, I see you. Yes. Wow, Tushar, I see you. I see a lot of people. So remember, I can take a picture of this. I'll take a screenshot so I hold you accountable. And at the very end, we're also going to tell you about a secret invitation, okay? I'm going to tell you about a secret invitation to follow up with us and be on the next webinar where we will invite you to work with us hands-on, okay? Hands-on, we will help you build an entire online business focused around just having conversations with people and getting paid a ton of money for it. So hang on to that. The time for that will be, okay? The biggest takeaway today is I want to show you how to easily sell your skills, even if you've never had a single client. Even if you've never thought about being a coach or a consultant, I want to show you how to add some additional passive income in your life. All right? If you don't want this to become the future, if you don't want this to become everything you do, that's fine. Nobody cares. All good. Okay? But if you can allow this to become a passive income for you, income that can literally lead to your retirement within a few years, income that can help you buy homes, income that can help you invest in stocks, income that can help you do options trading, income that can help you buy gold, buy silver, and secure your future, that's exactly what we're talking about today. Now look, I'm not talking about small money. Guys, this business model has brought me over $6.3 million in 2017 alone. It was a huge breakthrough for me. And you know what? I've been around the block. I'm CEO right now of a company called Learn. Yes, your one and only home for entrepreneurship. Literally, we are the transformational home for entrepreneurs. Our job at Learn, we wake up every morning. I swear, I'm not even joking. Every morning we wake up thinking about you, the entrepreneur. Every morning we wake up thinking, how do we change this world? How do we inspire people? How do we help people make their dreams come true? Well, we were listed on Inc. 500 twice. I've been the CEO of the company since. Business Week recognized me as one of the top 3 young entrepreneurs in the country. I literally had a company at one point that was $1.7 million in debt. I transformed it from that to over $150 million sales in 15 years. But here's the crazy part. I was doing some math, and once you learn what I'm going to teach you today and what Jeremy's going to teach you today, I actually realized I lost out on about $100 million because I didn't learn this until the end of 2016. And I literally did the math. That could have made over... that number would say $250 million right now. How many of you right now, come on, let's get some energy going. Type in a big all capital yes. I want to see all capital yes. If these numbers are blowing your mind right now, and you can see, look, if I'm talking in the hundreds of millions, can you at least do a few thousand a month with what I'm going to share with you? Come on, type in yes. Let me see that energy. I love it. All right, we got exclamation points everywhere. You got yes is pouring in. We got yes, 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 yes. I love it. All right. Love the energy in this room. Guys, and this very same business model has led me to helping so many of my other dreams come true. You know, Business Week, I got my first opportunity to speak at TEDx. I actually did, that was a big dream of mine to speak at TEDx. And guess who helped me make that dream come true was actually Jeremy Bellotti, who's here right now. And this is why I'm telling you, we're like dream makers, all right? We literally, our life's mission and goal is to go out and make dreams, not only ours, but yours come true. I've been interviewed on national television. I've had a chance to go visit Richard Branson in his own home on Necker Island. I've spoken on stage for Tony Robbins, gotten personal advice from him. And my favorite, right? My favorite for everybody here is I've had the esteemed honor and privilege and just... I don't even know what to say, to be business partners with Robert Kiyosaki, to listen to Robert introduce me the way he just did. That alone probably is worth more than the $150 million. Robert Kiyosaki, by the way, just so you know, Rich Dad Poor Dad was the first book I ever read in high school. It changed my life. That's why I'm where I am today. Right? I've been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine, Huffington Post, Inc. 500, everywhere. Why? Am I bragging? No. It's because of the system you're going to learn. And by the way, I'm not the only person who's mastered this system. I have been able to take kids in their early 20s. This gentleman right here with the freaking bird on his shoulder. All right? Literally, never went to college, barely made it through high school, and I showed him what you're going to learn today. Jeremy showed him what you're going to learn today. He's done over $300,000. And literally, just to talk to people and to help people, he earns over $3,700 per client. This is nuts. And it's just the whole process is automated. So I want you guys all to type in Andy. Type in A-N-D-Y right now. Come on, type in Andy if you think you can do this too. Come on, if Andy can do it, you can do it. This guy's in his low 20s, living life. He's traveling all over Asia. He's doing what he wants, when he wants, following a simple model. I love it. All right, got lots of Andys pouring in. Now, with all that said, guys, let's get some very serious stuff out of the way. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. I'm here to show you a true business model. Our mission here at Learn, my mission and Jeremy's mission, is to literally teach you, coach you, support you, train you, mentor you, and propel you. We are not here to promise you any results. You got to do it, right? We've got students that become radically huge success stories, and then we have students that never make a dime. I'm being honest with you. All right, we don't have a 100% success rate at Learn. So why is that? So we've, of course, after 250,000 students and having helped entrepreneurs all over the world, from India to Singapore, to Malaysia, to South America, to Europe, to United States, to Africa. We have students from almost every country. We did a dissection. We said, what works? Who does it work for and who doesn't? And you know what? The actual answer was so freaking simple that it was actually a little bit concerning. The answer was just those who put it into action. It works for. So in the end, you own you. It's up to you. All right, but I want you to understand, our mission here isn't to promise you a bunch of hype and results. We're going to show you graphs. I'm going to show you studies. I'm going to show you case studies. I'm going to show you stories. I don't want you to walk away thinking, oh my God, if I push a button, I'm going to make a bunch of money. That's not how it works, and you know better. Being students of Robert Kiyosaki, know better, but I just wanted to get this off my conscience. Now, right before I turn it over to our lead transformation coach here, I want to show you guys something, right? You guys, you understand charts and numbers and graphs, and you know how important that is. Just look at my company here. I'm not complaining, by the way. From 2010 to 2016, we were doing good, all right? We were $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 million. No one's going to complain per year. You know, living the life of my dreams, working from home, right? Taking all that money and then investing it, making 10 times that with it. But in Q3 of 2016, all right, third quarter 2016, we made a major discovery. Jeremy and I made a major discovery at the same time. And Jeremy was really the guy who spearheaded the entire thing, which is why he's here right now, and he's going to really help you guys understand this. But we spearheaded this entire thing together. We made a couple of points of discovery, and look what happens. It just shot up. The revenue, literally, that actually looks like a hockey stick. Literally looks like a hockey stick. And there's a reason behind it. And what led to this ridiculous growth is exactly what we're going to share with you today. That's exactly what we're going to go over right here in this webinar, is what we learned and what we implemented in Q3. And the best part is it's just 3 steps. This is literally the only 3 steps between you and being able to quit your job, all right, and literally have free money, passive income every single day in your life for just a few hours of having conversation, money that you can then invest and do whatever it is that you want with, whatever it is that your heart desires. And that includes investing it if that's what you want to do. So without further ado, everyone, we want to bring you right into the 3 steps. So I want to really introduce right now. I want to take a second, if you can help me introduce and welcome, my very good friend, seriously close friend, and one of the greatest assets we ever got here at Learn. Our lead transformation coach who works day and night just to help create transformation in our students, just to help entrepreneurs get to where they have always wanted to go and dreamt of going. He's literally spearheaded this entire process, but he'll share with you, and I don't want to tell his story, but he'll share with you, it wasn't always this way, guys. He's seen a lot of really hard days, a lot of struggle, a lot of poverty. And he's fought through that, and it's going to be with that mind that today he teaches. Now remember, in about 10 minutes here, about 10, 15 minutes, we're also going to give away the free course. We're going to give you the opportunity to register for an absolutely free course. No questions, no strings attached, no credit cards. We just want to give you tremendous value. We want you to learn and master this amazing business model that can literally change your life. All right, so Jeremy has created that program, and he's going to be the one that introduces it. But without further ado, come on. Let's get a virtual drum roll going. I want to see you type in Jeremy. Come on. Type in Jeremy into that question box right now. Jeremy. Type it in. Let's get at least 200-300 people saying it before we let him on, all right? Come on. There we go. All right. They're pouring in. All right. I think that'll, wow. It's going to break GoToWebinar. It's going to break this tool. All right. Listen, guys, without further ado, with great excitement, I introduce to you the man that's going to change your life right now if you give him your ear. So without further ado, here he is, Mr. Jeremy Bellotti.
All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to what we're going to be diving into here. And Anik mentioned, we're talking about coaching, consulting, and why this is so powerful, especially for individuals like you. Individuals with your level of education, with your level of understanding around how the world works in a very unique way. And I want you to really recognize that and acknowledge that. You have a very unique perspective on how the world operates by simply being a part of this amazing Rich Dad community, by being at some level entrepreneurial in terms of your mindset, in terms of the way that you see the world and the potential that you have. And that's a special thing in and of itself. And I just have a very simple question. How many of you are 100% confident that you have some level of value, understanding, or knowledge that can add significant value to another human being? whatever it might be in, whether it is in real estate, whether it's in investing and just understanding the global markets of opportunity, even if it's that basic level of understanding and education behind it, you probably know more than 98% of the rest of the world. Let's just get real. You probably know more than 98% of the world simply by being a part of the Rich Dad community, let alone having been trained and educated in this community. So exactly, yes, it's an amazing thing. So what we're going to walk you through is how to articulate that into the marketplace and actually be able to start moving in the direction that allows you to bring that expertise, understanding, education, unique perspective to individuals out in the marketplace to add value to them. And it's really simple. It's these 3 steps. Everything that Anik just showed you in terms of that hockey stick graph that he showed you, in terms of the growth that we've seen, has come from simplification, not overcomplicating things. You're going to see here that this model is indeed 3 steps. That's it. Creating an amazing offer. And that's quite honestly one of the biggest challenges we see people have. They ask, well, I don't really have the skills. I don't really have the ability to put an offer out there that would add value. And you know what? I would just have to call BS. Again, especially if you're in a community like this, you know more than 98% of the people out there. And you certainly have a perspective that's incredibly unique to the marketplace that can add value to people, right? So you not having the skills is no longer an excuse. You have the skills, and what I'm going to show you is how to articulate those skills into a real transformational offer. Because inevitably, that's what coaching and consulting is, right? Is being able to take one person out in the marketplace and inevitably be able to help them get from point A to point B in the most effective and efficient way possible, so that they're no longer investing their time and money in a direction that doesn't serve them. They're investing with intention. They're investing their time and money in a direction that can help them get a result. How many of you would love to be in a business and love to be able to work with people that you absolutely love and offer them something that can transform the way that they think, the way that they operate, the way that they get results in their life? How many of you would love to have that? Go ahead and type in a yes in the chat box if that resonates with you and aligns with you, of being able to serve the marketplace in that way. Be able to take these amazing, these amazing perspectives and this amazing education you're getting and be able to start serving other people that could really use your help. They could really use your help and use your services. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yes, absolutely. Very, very powerful. So the way that you develop an offer, I'm going to walk you through this right now. Go make sure that you take notes with this. And again, Anik mentioned it. We have a completely free course to walk you through the deeper details of this. But let me give you some really important fundamentals that you're going to want to have when it comes to building your offer. First off, ask yourself the question, what do you know? I mean, that's a pretty simple question. What do you know? What do you know that could potentially be valuable for another individual in their lives, that could make some level of impact instantly for them to be able to grow, for them to be able to expand, for them to be able to think differently, operate differently? What do you know? Then you ask yourself, what do you really know? Like, if we were to really dive deep, if I was to literally be over your shoulder right now and asking you this question, what do you really know? If you were to think about your past experience, your past education, your past, maybe expertise in a particular field, maybe your understanding of investing in the marketplace now that you're a part of Rich Dad, maybe it's your understanding of how to go out into the real estate world and actually be able to create massive opportunities of wealth creation and wealth enhancement, whatever it might be. What do you really know? If we were to really examine that question, I think we would be able to come up with some pretty incredible things, don't you? Type in a 1 if when you really were to ask this question, when you think about it even now, a little bit of a light bulb goes off and you actually realize, wow, I actually really do know quite a bit, actually. That would be extremely valuable. And here's a great question. What do you know today? What do you really know today that you wish you would have known 5 years ago? That's a powerful question. What do you really know today that you wish you would have known 5 years ago, and it would have made you a lot of money? It would have made you a lot of wealth. Very powerful question, because that leads you to this third one. What do you really know that saves others time, money, or effort? You know, Anik mentioned a little bit about kind of what my story looks like, and I'm by no means going to sit here and tell you that I came from like rags to riches. I think that's a bunch of BS in many ways. Even in my own story, I was at a point in my life, a very low point, where I was living out of my car, literally living out of a beat up Mazda 3, I think it was, a Mazda 3 sedan, crappy car, beat up, living out of that thing. And I've never, ever proclaimed that I've ever been homeless. I've never used that word. That to me resembles something of complete despair and just absolute desperation. I was not that. I was a college-educated individual who had a loving family and support. I was just never willing to receive all of that support that I had, and I felt like I had to do it on my own, and I felt like I had to go this path, and I ended up going in a position where I ran myself into the ground. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was, educated in the American system of work hard. You guys know this. What do? You work hard, get a college education, and get a job, cross your fingers for the next 40 years, and hope for the best. That's the only road I knew. It wasn't that I didn't even know entrepreneurship existed. And so my story is being able to break through with that. Well, the way I was able to do that was simplifying the process, not overcomplicating it. And it's these 3 questions that can help you really get clear. What is the value you have to offer? What do you really know that serves and helps people save time, money, or effort? And that's the offer. It comes down to this offer pie. There's billions of dollars out there in this industry of being able to serve, coach, consult with individuals. Each slice of this pie is a pain point or inevitably a problem that you can solve. And there's hundreds of potential clients, hundreds of thousands of potential clients, especially in each little niche you have. These niches are needs of individuals, right? Again, I ask you, how many of you believe 100% that you have something of value to offer just one individual out there, a unique perspective, an ability to think differently about how to make money, how to build wealth, how to get into investing, how to get into real estate, how to understand entrepreneurship maybe in a different way? Guys, it's out there and the opportunity is in front of you. So the offer pie, you guys got a ton of opportunities out there. There is a ton of them, and here's just one of them that Anik actually has a great understanding around when it comes to being able to get a ton of opportunity from this. We've done, what is it now, 1.4 million last year from this?
We did $1.5 million last year in a topic that many of you probably don't even know what the heck it is, right? And I'll tell you, most people in my company, people that know what this topic called copywriting is, most people said, there's no chance. And all I said was this: look, in order to find tremendous opportunity to be able to make a great income, you just need to find a topic that you know more than a few thousand people in the world. There are 7 billion people in the world. And as long as you know more than at least a few thousand of them, you can create opportunity. So the word copywriting, most people don't even know what that is. And yet last year we created over $1.5 million from this little teeny sliver of the entire world of digital entrepreneurship. And you know what? There's 30 plus slices in this industry. Probably more, 40, 50. There are so many ways. The next story we'll talk about, literally this person chopped up an industry. So, stock trading isn't just an industry. Real estate investing, you could chop that down into so many sub things. And as long as any one of them you know more than a few thousand people in the world about, man, boom, you're in business, creating residual income every month to the tune of thousands. I mean, one client, one person to have conversations with is $2,000 a month. It's incredible. If you think about it, you're going to actually have a moment where you smack yourself in the forehead and say, why the heck didn't I do this before? Yeah, because it's doing stuff that you're already doing anyways. You're getting educated in this. You are really growing and expanding every single day your knowledge around these different topics that you probably really love, and you certainly would love being able to share that knowledge and articulate it to the marketplace with clients you love. And so a great example of this is our student Laura, who was, she has an incredible background. This woman was in the military. She is a very strong, very caring individual, and she is at her heart and at her core a leader. And she wanted to articulate that into the marketplace. How do you do that and be able to actually, become a coaching consultant that can actually command a price point
that reflects what you're worth. Well, so we actually started working with her and put things together and helped her build this exact same system that we're teaching you right now. And she gets multiple $7,000 plus clients every single month on autopilot. And when we say autopilot, literally autopilot. I recently got a text from her and she was saying she doesn't know how to turn it off at this point. It's like she was in the middle of a move recently because she was going from one place to another. She was moving. And she sent me a text. She's like, I'm trying to get moving done, but I'm getting flooded with people reaching out, wanting me to be a part of this. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, we put together a system with her that is completely automated, gets her leads every single day. The other thing is, it's not like she's tech savvy. She literally doesn't, if you asked her today, she wouldn't know how she's getting leads or how it's happening, but she works with those clients at the highest level possible because that's what she's good at. And that's what maybe you're good at. You're maybe not, the best at putting together funnels and all these other technical things, but you really can serve and support clients in a way that is transformational, in a way that instantly impacts their lives. And her offer pie was getting down into the nitty-gritty of personal development, for example, of an industry that there are over 20 different slices in this industry that you could really start narrowing down. And she chose motivating women. We're actually going to show you, I think we're actually going to get to a point here, if not on this training, but you'll definitely see it coming up, is we'll actually show you the pages we built with her. It's a pretty amazing thing. It's very simple, but she spoke directly to these incredible women that she can change their lives. How many of you right now are having a little bit of a light bulb moment going off as to saying, wow, there are multiple things in my daily life that I'm doing right now that people are asking me about, that people are coming up to me and saying, man, you've been through this Rich Dad training. What are you doing? Because whatever you're doing, it looks like it's working. I want to know more. I want to figure this out. How many of you, go ahead and type in a 1 if you've experienced this in some way. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily be with investing or with real estate or with anything that you've maybe even learned from Rich Dad. It might just be you are a, health and wellness coach, and the training and the mentorship and the education you're getting with Rich Dad is opening you to a whole new way of thinking entrepreneurially about your health and wellness business. And now you're seeing different opportunities to serve clients. And now you're having a light bulb moment about the opportunity here to work with individuals on a really, really powerful level where you can actually command what you're really worth so that you're not trading time for dollars. I started in the health and wellness industry. I started in fitness because it's something I've always been passionate about. And we all know the journey in fitness. You work at a local gym for, maybe $75 to $100 an hour is your normal rate. The gym takes a big cut of that. And so you're walking away with maybe $35 to $50 if you're lucky per hour. And then if you're lucky, you're going to build up and hopefully own your own gym at some point. That's kind of like the path for people in the fitness industry. You go own your own gym and hopefully be able to scale at some level that same hour by hour model. Well, what if you could completely deconstruct that, completely turn that on its head and start actually transforming the lives of your clients for a very specific price point that reflected what you're worth, $2,000, $5,000. I mean, let's be honest, they're going to certainly, if somebody invests really at that level, they're going to be showing up. They're not going to be calling you up 5 minutes before their training session and saying, oh man, I'm late, I'm running late, let's go ahead and reschedule for tomorrow. No, when they have that much skin in the game, they're going to show up and you're going to be able to help them get the results you deliver. So this can be in anything that you do. And I'm going to have Anna come on and share this story about this next example we have, because this is a powerful one, but it's going to show you what opportunity is out there in the other industries that are available to you.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my favorite stories. It's by someone who's now become a good friend of mine, but literally that he is a self-proclaimed shy kid from India, okay? Absolutely hates the idea of selling or networking. And I think one of the biggest pushbacks we get when we talk about this business model, right, is people say, I don't want to sell. I don't want to get on the phone and sell clients. Neither do I, is what I say. And that's the best part about what we teach. Okay, look, you're going to get an absolutely free course, right? So all we're asking right now is you keep your heart and mind open enough to take this free course. And that's exactly what Rito did. Now, Rito literally is doing over $30,000 a month sitting in India without ever having to answer the phone and sell anybody. And he only does value add. He only gets on the phone with someone when he's teaching them. All right, so he's afraid of selling, he's afraid of networking, and he found his offer in such a specific area. He got really tickled by the world of e-commerce, okay? And literally, in the world of e-commerce, there are easily over 20 slices that you could do. There's, if you don't know any of this, don't even worry about it. Let me just put it this way. There's all kinds, right? E-commerce is big, right?
Yeah,
like Amazon's huge, right? Like there's literally billions being transacted a day in all kinds of different models. You got eBay, you got Amazon, you got Shopify, you got, this thing called drop shipping. Some of you may or may not have heard about it. But even within the drop shipping space, he's actually gotten even more specific, I found out. His offer pie is so specific. It's this little teeny topic. And it's allowed him, and he literally told me, we spoke the other day, and he was like, I'm so surprised and shocked. I cannot believe that people pay me this ridiculous money to get on the phone and talk to them. And I said, but yet, are you adding value? Are you teaching them something that's profound? And he said, I guess, they're having success. And I said, see, for us, things that we know really well are second nature, right? Imagine learning how to drive a car. Like, we get in the car and we start driving, we don't think about it. Yet, when we have a 16-year-old next to us who wants to learn how to drive a car, we're like, we're the person who coaches them. And we're the one who teaches them how to do things. And we're sitting there thinking, God, what, And we pay, by the way. We pay I literally paid over $1,000 for my wife to get through driving classes. She got her driver's license really late. Imagine that. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, this person's making money to just drive around.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And that's how it feels like it is for Rito. Seriously, guys. Okay, all you need, remember this, all you need in a world of 7 billion people is a few thousand people that know less than you about a topic. And you can literally make multiple 6 figures, if not 7 figures.
Yeah, and I want you to remember that is a reflection of you being able to serve and help individuals out there. So if you make 6 and 7 figures, that means you're helping a lot of people, and you're certainly doing a lot of good in the world. And again, how many of you would love to have a business where you are simply sharing what you're already doing in your day already, which is growing, expanding your mind, understanding more about the marketplace than probably, again, 98% of people out there. How many of you would like to just be able to share that? Type in a heck yes if you would love to just be able to share that and work with clients that you love, so individuals out there in the world that would really appreciate and be grateful for you sharing your knowledge and expertise to help them better their lives and better their situation. How many of you would love that? Type in a heck yes. All right, heck yes, yeah. Serious, and it's an amazing, amazing way to just get out there and start helping and serving in a very, very powerful way, start making an instant impact with people. But here's the thing. A lot of you might be thinking, well, how do we get clients? I really know that I can add value. I know I have a way to be able to start putting myself out there and get value out in the marketplace. How do I get clients? Well, here's the thing. You got, do we want to put this in there?
All right. So let's do this, all right? Here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and disrupt the process. First of all, we have a webinar that we're going to do in about a week. Okay, you're going to get emails about it. You're going to hear more about it. Let me just tell you what we're going to do. On that webinar, I'm actually going to do a live demo where I will actually prove to you live before your eyes one simple source to go to where you can find as many clients as you want for any topic. I'll do the most obscure topics. I'll literally pick the randomest topics and I'll show you how you can. Recently I did this and I found someone who wanted to offer career counseling to CPAs.
Yeah.
Just recently I did this, and someone wanted to offer career counseling to CPAs, and I actually found a group of like 10,000 people that they could instantly have.
Yep.
It could be that simple. It took us about 30 seconds. I'm going to show you how to do that on the next webinar. We're going to go over the entire system in complete detail. What I want from you right now is I want a commitment that you are going to be there for the next webinar. Come on, right now, I want everybody to type in me. Type in me right now, M-E. I want you to type in me if you are going to be there on the next webinar. If you're committing to being there on the next webinar, type in me right now. I'm waiting. I want to see everybody.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Selena, I see you. Absolutely. She can't wait. John, I see you. Wow, look at this. I can't even read the names. Allison, I just saw your name scrap, but you just shoot right past.
Love it.
Oh, man, that's amazing. All right, well, listen, guys, what we're going to do is what my ask of you is this. I want you to prepare for the next webinar. In that webinar, I'm going to actually show you businesses. I'm actually going to show you how it works. I'm going to give you the pages. I'm even going to show you exactly where to go no matter what topic, and for free to get access to thousands of people who literally would be willing and ready and excited to pay you thousands of dollars. But before I show you that, I want to give you this free course. Right now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to register for the free course this very minute. Now, here's my expectation. We have a maxed out room here. We have over 1,000 people watching. I would be absolutely upset and angry, and I mean this, okay, if I don't get all 1,000 of you right now to go register for this free course. Because if you want to change your life, if you want to make something big happen, you got to step up and seize the day when the time comes. And opportunities like this don't come every day. I'm not literally going to ask you for a penny. There's no credit card. There's no nothing. The URL I'm about to give you, you will go to the URL, you will fill in your name and your email address, hit submit, and bam. Then I want you to come back and pay attention because we still have 2 more steps to go over in this webinar. And then after this webinar, I want you to commit. It's about 3 hours to get through the whole course. That between now and next week, that is 7 days. That's some 160 plus hours. I want 3 of them. Can you commit 3 hours out of over 160 hours to your future, your freedom, your life, your dreams? Yes? Come on. Type in 3, everyone. I want you to type in the number 3 right now if you will commit, because I'm not dropping this URL. I'm not giving you my and Jeremy's hardest work for free unless you commit and are super excited. All right,
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
All right. All right, I think that earns it.
That does earn it. Yeah, that's
So
great.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the URL early. I wasn't gonna do it till the end of the webinar, but I'll do it now. And then I want you to race to it. We'll give you about 60 seconds, and then we have an entire webinar to finish up still. But I want you to go ahead, just go pop your name and email in and save your spot. You can come back and then you can go through the course later. But Jeremy, you want to do the honors here?
Yeah, let's definitely get into it. And here's the thing, guys. As we drop this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to this URL, like Onyx said. You're going to put in your name and email. You'll be registered. You'll be in the free course. And then come back to this training because we got some other things to go through here. We still got a couple more steps to go through. It's going to be some powerful things we're going to be sharing with you just on this training alone. But go ahead and go right now to learnimpact.com/RD. learnimpact.com/RD.
And make sure the RD is lowercase, everybody.
Yep, so make sure the RD is lowercase. Go ahead and type it in just like you see it on screen right now. learnimpact.com/RD. Make sure the RD is lowercase. And what we'll do is we can see if we can put a link in the chat box here. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that. If not, just write it down in your browser the exact way that you see it on screen right now. And again, what you're going to see is you're probably going to see my mug on there saying welcome to this free course. There's nothing for sale here. We just want to help you get an idea of what this business model really looks like, how you can apply it. Guys, let's be honest. Many of you probably came on this webinar for one thing and one thing only. If not all of you, you came here for one thing. And that's not for just more information. Can we all agree that you're not here just to gather more information, but that what's more important, and it's probably fair to say that what's more important than the information is the result that you hope that information is going to deliver in your life? Is that fair to say? Go ahead and type in a 2 if you feel like that's probably why you're on this webinar right now, is for results that the information can provide as opposed to just going home and stuffing more things in your head, right? This is about results. And the only way results come from applied action. And so you got to apply this stuff. The knowledge, the information you're getting, the education you're getting here, go apply it. And we're giving you an opportunity to take action on doing that and to prove to, not to us, I mean, we know this stuff gets results. We're going to show you more people who get results from it. We have students going through amazing transformations in their life and their business because of this. Listen, we're not worried about this process and what we do. This stuff works. We want to give you an opportunity to prove to yourself that you have a level of commitment to follow through and apply what you're learning so that it can get results. So go to learnimpact.com/RD And let's dive in. I'm excited to welcome you into that training. Again, we've got over 1,000 people here. Every single one of you, go ahead and get started with this. Even if it's simply because you're interested in understanding what this business model can do for you or how you can apply it. At the end of the day, you go through this training, it either is going to resonate with you and truly align with you and speak to you, and you're going to come up with ideas around how to apply it. And if you end up wanting to work together moving forward, that's great. If not, that's cool too. But inevitably, it comes down to two things. It's either going to resonate with you or it's not. It's either not going to align with you or it's going to really speak to you and you're going to say, man, I can do this. I have some value that I can offer to the world on a daily basis. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I want to start sharing that with people. This is the model you want to use. Because the next step we're talking about here is how do you now connect and find potential clients with ease? How do you simplify this? Guys, there is 1,000,001 potential clients out there. There's hundreds of opportunities in every single slice that you can imagine. You are on the other end of that. You are the individual that solves problems for the marketplace. Whatever niche you go for, whatever topic you really are passionate about, guys, niches are not some esoteric thing outside of you that is like this, only simply just a demographic of people. Niches are the needs of individuals, real people that are looking for solutions to real problems. And guys, again, you probably know more than 98% of the people out there about something very specific. You are their problem solver. You are their coach, their consultant, the person that can help them break through. And it's simply connecting those two things. And what I'm going to show you here is the exact model we apply and what we did last year. With one simple offer, we were able to do $6.3 million in the last 12 months, literally using this right here. I don't know if it gets any simpler than this right here. 3 simple steps to bring people in. I mean, just think of what the traditional kind of old way of thinking about it is, where you have to kind of build 50 different pages and funnels and all these upsells, downsells, cross sells, right sells, left sells, everything. And you have, before you know it, you have like this litany of different funnels to create. There's no complicated 10-step funnels here. There's no complicated, upsells and all this different stuff. It is simply, you have a very clear offer. You put a system like this together, and you're immediately getting connected with those clients that you love. And so I'm actually going to have Anik come on and just kind of walk you through a little bit of what this really looks like in real time here.
All right, so before I move forward, all right, well, actually, let me just write this out for you guys. So 1 second here. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go and I saw some people asking what's that URL again. Okay, ready? It's Learn Impact. All right, learnimpact.com/RD for Rich Dad, okay, lowercase. Guys, it's absolutely free. By the way, we've already got over 500 people that have registered their free spot. That is incredible. But here's why. Where the heck are you, the rest of you 500 people?
Come on.
All right? There's no reason for you not to have registered yourself. This is an absolutely amazing free 3-hour course. There's no catch. There's nothing there other than just tremendous value, tremendous content that'll, again, show you how to start getting clients in at $2,000 a month or more, basically with things you already know, things are already in your head, and just because you've never thought about doing it doesn't mean it's not a brilliant idea. Okay, so right now I want you to go to learnimpact.com. How many of you, come on, type in the number 2 if you're still in the process of doing this or haven't done it yet. Come on. All right. I expect to see every single person in here. Go to learnimpact.com/RD and get this done. All right. I see 2's coming in. Susan, what's going on? Come on.
Awesome.
All right. Rich, what's going on there? Let's go. Come on. Dina, let's do this. All right. We got, all right. Awesome. I'm just messing with you guys. All right. Go to learnimpact.com/RD. What are we going to teach you in this? Okay. So, the model that we share with you is very simple, right? So we have this secret source that you tap into, okay? It's this database. I don't care what niche you're in. It does not matter how crazy your topic is. There are people here, all right? And we show you how to tap right in. And basically what happens is you got billions of people on the internet, right? So our goal is to show you how to go boom, just that bit. Boop, just that bit. I literally want to show you how to go from billions of people in the world to just the thousands that are going to want to work with you, that die to work with you, that are excited to work with you. And that's all you need. You just need to know more, a little bit more than thousands of people in the world. That's it, a few thousands out of billions. And you can create, I'm not even joking, that alone can lead to a 7-figure business if you are very serious about it. Now imagine you start creating 7 figures and then you go and you invest that using everything you're learning. Imagine what that becomes. That, guys, becomes a retirement. That becomes a wealthy retirement. Very easy. So do you see how easy the system and the simple the system can be for you to attain your final goal? We overcomplicate things. Anyway, so really step number 1, right, is to go to this source, figure out your niche, tap into that little teeny bit of people. And in front of them, what we do is we have 2 pages. All right, we literally, this is my favorite part, is we have 2 pages. So it's page 1 that we send them to. And then from there, about 50%. So what happens is this, okay? I want you to visualize this. Right over here, someone basically raises their hand. We're going to show you how to put a little bit of literature in front of them, this virtual image. It's an image. You put this image, you show it to this group. Anyone who clicks on the image is essentially raising their hand, okay? So imagine being in a room, a group of people just raised their hands. Now, to those people, you say, great, thank you for raising your hands. I would like for you now to look at this page. This page has got some other cool stuff on it, some more free offers, some more text. And let's say of the people that raised their hands, about 50% are going to fill this form out and give you their email address, okay? Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, do not worry about it. We will actually show you live examples next week. Go to learnimpact.com/RD and commit yourself to being on our webinar next week because I'll actually show you live examples. We'll actually build this entire thing out. But let's say 50% make it to page 2. Now, page 2 is really cool because it's probably just a little bit of stuff and this button here. Someone clicks on this button and they're going to literally get a chance to schedule a call with you. Now, this is not a sales call. This is a conversation. It's like your buddy calling you. It's like your friend calling you. You're going to get on the phone. You're going to talk to them. And you know what? If you follow our model, we literally have a templated system here. You just follow that. Before you know it, you're going to have your first $2,000 a month client. You're literally going to you're going to sell them, all right, without ever selling them. That's the best part. Okay, now, let's say, of all the people that do this, not everyone's going to buy, right? There's no such thing as 100%. So there's going to be a whole bunch of people. Maybe 90% of the people here don't actually buy right away. Well, what do most companies do? Most companies say, oh, well, and they move on. And they start going back out and spending tons of money trying to get new talent, new people in the door. And it's like smack my forehead moment. Why would you do that? You're wasting so much greatness. So what we teach you how to do is a step called nurture. This is 100% automated. And if none of this makes any sense to you right now, that's brilliant. That's why I keep pushing you to give me enough faith to just go to an absolutely free course, learnimpact.com/RD. And when you're going to walk out of it, you are going to be literally smarter. All right. So these pages are step 2. And right up here, step 3, nurture. What do we do during nurture? We set up automated mechanisms because what Jeremy can also tell you is we close sales today for clients that literally started the journey with us like 8 months ago. And then 8 months ago, they did not want to become clients. They didn't want to pay us money. But something shifted in their life. And because we've been able to nurture them in an automated fashion, it's not like we're calling them every day or emailing them every day or texting them. But because we nurtured them in an automated fashion, we close them today without having to pay advertising and all of that stuff. So this model, guys, it's as simple as it gets. You know, there's so many people out there now talking funnel this, funnel that, complicate this, complicate that. Just keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. All right? Jeremy always says, success is innately simple. Yeah. And it's right in front of you. This is making us millions and millions of dollars per year. I'm not even asking for you to make millions. I'm saying, how would your life be impacted if you got 2 or 3 clients a month? That's it. $6,000 a month. Free money for a few hours on the phone, talking to people, telling them things that are second nature to you. in a completely automated fashion, the whole thing. It's incredible stuff, guys. It's absolutely, absolutely, absolutely incredible stuff. And it's right before your eyes. It's right here. It's available. Go right now. I want everybody to go to learnimpact.com/RD. Learnimpact.com/RD. We now have over 700 students that have joined, but that still means there's still a few hundred of you sitting around twiddling your thumbs.
Come on.
I don't know what you're doing. You got to get in there, all right? You guys, we're not even done with this free webinar. Imagine what you're going to get from us inside this free 3-hour course. Imagine what you're going to get from us next week on that webinar where I show you businesses, where we build the whole picture out for you, and I show you how to access on one platform every potential niche. Get thousands of people who are ready to buy from you like, bam, snap of a finger, right? Jeremy, you always ask this question. How many of you are just having a good time right now already? How many of you are, your minds are, just type in mind blown. Type in mind blown. If your mind right now, if you're learning new things, your mind is expanding, and you're sitting there thinking, man, this is incredible. There's a whole world of opportunity out there. And the crazy part? We've only been together for what, an hour?
Yeah, if that.
Imagine what's going to happen when you give us a lot more than that. Imagine what's going to happen when you go to learnimpact.com/RD and get that free course and give us the next 3 hours of your time. Imagine what's going to happen when you show up for the next webinar, spend 2 more hours with us where we reveal it all to you. And then even better yet, imagine at the end of next week's webinar when you decide to join us and you want Jeremy and me to actually help you hands-on on a week-to-week basis. Imagine what can happen in your life. If what's happened now in 1 hour, imagine what can happen if you spend a few months with us. I just want to leave you with that picture. Because that's a real picture, right? That's why we do this. That's why Jeremy and I do this. And then we're going to move right on to the third. I love this one because people always fret about this. So everybody, again, learnimpact.com/RD. We've been through 2 steps now. We're not even, the detail that we're going to go over inside the course, the free course, is beyond anything else, okay? Learnimpact.com/RD. Learnimpact.com/RD. But Jeremy, this leads right into step number 3, because this is something that we get a lot from people who think that coaches and consultants have to sell. But what do you say about this?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Inevitably, you being and actually understanding how to become a coach and consultant allows you to actually become very powerful in the art of enrollment. And inevitably, taking this amazing gift you have of being able to add value to others, instantly impact their lives, be able to create transformational results for them, you can translate that into this amazing, what I call art of enrollment. This goes beyond just selling. If people think about, I don't really like selling. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to have to sell. Well, guess what? The art of selling without selling comes down to being much more than just a salesperson. Let's be honest. Go ahead and type in the one word that you think of when you think of salesperson. Just the one word that you think of that immediately comes to mind when you think of salesperson. Yeah, a lot of you guys are putting some really negative things in there. It's like sleazy, slimy, used car salesman, like pushy, just icky. Like there's a lot of words there that you're using. Let's be honest. Why would you ever want to be anything remotely related to that, right? There's no reason for, it's like what, Robert Kiyosaki talks about. Like, if you have a negative feeling towards wealthy people and being rich, more than likely, it's why you're broke. Because why would you ever want to be something like that? Why would you ever want to sacrifice your values and who you are and your integrity to become something like that? Like, you're not. So inevitably, the first shift you must make is really re-understanding what it means to be wealthy, what it means to become rich. And it's the same thing with selling. It's being able to really understand how to go from selling, and I love the way that Anik talks about this, and this is very unique to the message of Learn and the unique mission we have here. It's from going from selling to genuinely serving and doing what is best for the real benefit of the individual you are helping. Truly serving and becoming not just a salesperson, which, again, you guys have already kind of mentioned some pretty interesting things about what you think of salespeople. But what is a salesperson, right? If they were to call you up today, a salesperson is somebody that you hang the phone up on. Or if they were to knock on your door, a salesperson is somebody that you close the door on their face. But how about an enrolling individual that genuinely has your best interest at heart, speaks to and aligns with your values, and truly leads you in a direction that serves you best? Guys, when you become an enrolling individual, you become a leader. You become somebody that we want to follow and somebody that they want to hear from. And you really go from this person with the, the loud microphone in somebody's face trying to push them into something that they might not even want in the first place. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be talked to like that. Nobody wants to be spoken to like that. And it's completely inappropriate in so many different levels. Well, how about becoming an enrolling individual that actually inspires the light bulb within the clients you want to work with, and empowers them and educates them and adds value to their life and actually puts things in front of them that are going to make a difference, let alone the impact you can have once you start working with them? That allows you to get to a point where clients are coming to you and this is what they're saying to you. What is it that you have? What is the investment? I'm in. Whatever you're doing, however you can serve me, I have a very specific problem. You obviously have the solution. What do I need to start diving in? What's the investment? Let's do this. And I'll figure it out. And that's what you're going to have. You have clients coming to you. How many of you would love to have clients coming to you who you absolutely would love to work with because you've identified what we can show you in the free course, which is how to identify the right clients that you love, how to get them, how to bring them in, the different ways you can do that. Even on the next webinar we're hosting, Anik and I are going to show you exactly how to find and identify the right clientele. How'd you like to be able to identify those people around the world and then have them come to you begging you to work with them because they know that you have the solution to the problem they have? How many of you would love that? Type in a 1 if that resonates with you and you would love to be able to work with clients that show up and are ready to commit to themselves and aren't going to be sitting there thinking to themselves, because, you approached it as some like slimy salesman. They're not thinking to themselves, well, do I really want this? Is this person the person I want with? That I want to work with? Is this really going to be worth the investment for me to have to deal with this person, right? How many of you would love to have clients that show up willing to commit and are excited and appreciative to work with you? Well, that's the response you get. They want more, and they're just simply interested. What's it going to take for me to move forward? And I'll figure it out. So guys, this is what we teach within the training that we're going to show you. Go to learnimpact.com/RD. Again, it's completely free, the free course that we're doing. We're walking you through this stuff. At Learn, we are a transformational home for entrepreneurs, which means we're here to serve you in finding a business model that speaks to and unleashes the best of who you are, your knowledge, your expertise, your education, your ability to go out there and serve, and simplify it in a way that allows you to immediately start seeing progress, momentum, being able to build on that. Again, this community, you guys right here, you specifically listening to this, again, you know more than probably a lot of people out there, if not 98%, 99% of the world right now when it comes to some very specific things out there that add a lot of value to people's lives. You've experienced it yourself. What would it mean for you to start sharing that with other people and helping them and impacting their lives the way that it's impacted you? Go to learnimpact.com/RD right now. How many of you have not done this? Because we have actually almost crossed the 900 mark at this point, which means there's maybe 100 to a few hundred of you that have not gone ahead and done this and dove into the free course. Go ahead and type in a 2 if you have not. I won't read out your name. Hey, we're here to serve you and help you break through being able to dive in. If you're still on this webinar, you're obviously interested. What maybe is holding you back from diving into a free training? Because if that's holding you back, do you really have what it takes? If you are serious about this, do you have what it takes to apply the action and align the action necessary to get the results that you want? And I would ask you, how long you've been thinking about this as well, right? That's important to look at. How long you've been wondering what it would look like to be able to start your own business. Well, guess what? That can stop today. That can end today. Thinking about it and actually start living it, start experiencing it, start looking at ways to be able to translate your knowledge, education, expertise into real financial success. You guys can do this. Go to learnimpact.com/RD. I would love to be able to walk you through that training. Anik and I can show you some really cool stuff in that. So here's the thing. We've got limited seats on the next webinar. And I want you to remember the next webinar, we're going to be diving into some amazing things. Make sure that you register and make sure that you really set the time aside to commit to this. Like Anik was saying before, I want you to type in a number 3 right now if you are 100% committed to going through this process and really understanding this business model. Again, you're going to want to keep a watch out for that invitation to the next webinar. We're going to be here for you guys. We're here to support you and walking you through every step of this so that it is as beneficial and creates as much momentum for you as possible so that you can move forward and progress with this. So we're here for you. We're going to show up for you. We're committed to you guys. I just want to know that we're on the same page. On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and type in the number. How committed are you to yourself in this process, to showing up, to actually following through with what you say you're going to do, which is be here, because we're going to be here for you. Are you as committed to you as we are? Go ahead and type in from a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say that number is? Okay, we're getting like 11s, 12s. Okay, fair enough. Hey, awesome. We want to make sure we're on the same page. We really, that's why we get up every morning and we put together opportunities to be able to serve you better and better, is because we are committed to you. And as long as you meet us at that level of commitment, we're going to be able to do some really cool things together. So I'm excited to dive into this free training with you guys. Again, it's learnimpact.com/RD. And if there's anybody else, it looks like we're very, very close to crossing the 1,000-person mark. So we're very close to getting everyone on here registered. So first off, I want to acknowledge you. Number 1, congratulations. We're excited to be working with you and diving in with you on this stuff. Number 2 is go ahead and just type in a congratulations or congrats in the chat box and just celebrate all of the other students who are on this webinar right now. We're all in this together. We're all in this process, this whole level of, serving and giving and wanting to really be able to help the marketplace. We're all in this together. So go ahead and type in congrats in capital letters in the chat box and congratulate your fellow students here. This is pretty awesome, having everybody together here from all around the world. All right, yes, congrats, everyone. Congrats, Jason, Ryan, I see you guys. Ashley, very cool. Exactly. Guys, everybody from around the world, congratulations. And again, go to learnimpact.com/RD right now. And if you have not done that, go ahead and just type in a 2 if you have not done that. And then if you have any maybe specific questions, Anik and I are here right now. We can maybe answer some things, but hey, we're here to help you break through with this and be able to start diving in. learnimpact.com/RD. Okay, we still got a few more people, it looks like. So guys, if there's anything specific you'd like us to speak to help you really dive in with this. So somebody says, looks like Jane says, I am a little hesitant. Well, listen, if you're hesitant for a free course, then I would ask you, how much has hesitation been holding you back from creating what you really want in other areas of your life? And I ask that with all the love and respect. I hope that you're receiving it as. It's truly coming from a place where when I was in a place of hesitation, that place never led to anything that was really fulfilling. It never led to a place that was ever really going to create any level of progress for me. That's what I found and discovered. And maybe that's what you're going through. Yeah, exact, Jane. Well, there you go. Well, good. I'm glad that you're on the page now. Good. Go to that page, yes, and just dive in. You're going to see me on that page there and welcoming you. And, Learn, we are a transformational home, which means we're a family. Learn is, we got hundreds of thousands of students all around the world, and we have an amazing global community of entrepreneurs. We're all in this together. And we all have gone through the ups and downs. We have had students that are in the same position as you are. And whether it's the fear, whether it's the lack of self-worth or thinking that you are worth being able to do, be an entrepreneur or have a business, guys, we've all been there. And we've had students been there, that same place. This is an opportunity. The reason we have this free course for you is so that there's no strings attached for you to be able to just dive in and get a feel for what this can look like, for you diving in and starting to build something and actually taking the opportunity to execute and learn and apply in a way that can really make progress. So learnimpact.com InstantImpact.com/RD. Everybody, all right, good. It looks like I think we are over 1,000 at this point. It looks like it. Is that right, Anik? We good?
Yeah, we're over 1,000.
All right.
This is amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations. Guys, so before we dive off, I'm going to let Anik go ahead and finish this off, but I want to mention something. Everybody go ahead and type in grateful in the chat box. Go ahead and type in grateful in the chat box, because how awesome is it to be able to have a community like this, to be able to have, you know, the vision of what Anik has created here with Learn, to bring people together, this amazing community. It's pretty awesome. You should be very appreciative for that. I certainly am. And I'm very grateful to be able to serve you guys in this course. So dive in there, learn.impact.com/RD. We look forward to seeing you guys in there. So Anik, did you want to share?
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy, thank you. Let's all show some gratitude to Jeremy. Let's just type in Jeremy, please, again.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Just to show him, you know, he took time out of his schedule. Listen, this entire model, Jeremy could very much so just keep to himself and make millions from it. And yet he wants to get out there and he wants to share it with everyone possible. So learnimpact.com/RD. You'll see Jeremy's heart and soul in that program. I did a little bit too, but nothing close to what he's done. All right, look at that, Jeremy. They're just pouring in right now.
You guys rock. Thank you so much.
Everyone's super excited. So the last thing I want to do is I really want to also do a big shout out to everyone at Rich Dad. Robert Kiyosaki, thank you so much for all the things that you do for the rest of all of us in the world, the inspiration. I mean, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all the work you do. And so many of you right now that I know that you're part of Rich Dad's, influence, and you're here today, and I hope that Learn will serve you just as well as has Rich Dad. We're very honored to be partners with Rich Dad. We're very, very privileged for it. And it is a responsibility we take with great, great, great care. And again, I just want to really say, look, this is step one is getting onto learnimpact.com/RD, but that's first step. We got much more to go here. Look, success doesn't just happen by clicking some buttons. Success happens by taking action, making decisions, and putting your foot down. So after you've gone now, once we finish up, we're wrapping up here in a minute, I need you to commit to getting your butt over into that course and actually taking it. It's about 3 hours, a little less than 3 hours. I'm asking for 3 hours this entire week, okay? This is about your life, about your dreams, about everything you want, about your wealthy retirement, about your family, about your children, about your future. 3 hours. Give me that much. And then join me for the webinar. After those 3 hours, if you don't think that this is exactly the model to help you build some passive residual income, that you're excited about it. If you're not, then you won't join us for the next webinar. And that's absolutely okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. All right? It's just not right for you. But the only way to make an informed decision, the only way to know that is to actually take some action, to step it up. All right, I saw some people asking questions such as, and I didn't answer them on purpose, okay? I saw people asking questions like, well, I don't know what I would teach. I don't know what I would do. And you know what, guys? Trust the process. We talked about this, right? We talked about it for like a good 10 minutes in this webinar, and I shared with you that it is absolutely there. I will give you, Jeremy will give you a list of ideas and topics that is so wide, so deep, that you will absolutely know exactly what you can do, but you got to get into the free course, right? Trust the process. We've taught over 250,000 students to get into that boot camp and actually do it. Finish it, all 3 hours. I want to challenge you to do that. And I bet you when you come out of it, you will have answered 90% of your questions. The other 10%, you'll join us for the webinar next week, and we'll go through it. We'll answer your questions. We'll get you an opportunity to join us on actually getting trained by us and having us help build your entire business. It does not get any better than this, but I am now putting it in your shoes, okay? I'm putting it in your hands. Your future, your dreams, and everything is in your hands, but we're right here. Jeremy and I are right here to support you. Learn, the entire Learn Nation is right behind you. Your whole family is rooting you on. All you got to do is step up. That's it. All you got to do is step up. So without further ado, thank you so much for your time, guys. Go right now to learnimpact.com/RD. Again, that is www.learnimpact.com/RD. Make it happen. Sign up. Take the course. Finish it. All right? And we'll see you in a week on the next webinar, where we're going to blow your minds. I'm going to actually show you businesses. I'm actually going to log in and show you exactly where to get a wealth of number of people ready that are just waiting to buy your services. All right? So without further ado, my favorite saying that I always say, ladies and gentlemen, when life pushes you, which it will, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. This is Anik Singhal, and on behalf of everybody here at Learn Nation, I want to wish you all the best. Can't wait to work with you. Thank you for being here. And seriously, we can't wait to see your future dreams come true. We'll see you inside of our free coaching and consulting bootcamp.